All right. So now I actually just recorded this. This is Mortal Kombat BloodStorm versus and Crossed Realms. Let me just double check. And Crossed Realms, I think it's called. Right. I'd already done a recording. I did get a copyright notification because apparently there must have been some song that was on there, even though it was playing in the background. So you're not going to hear any music from the game or sound effects. Plus, there's a little bit of naughty in this game too, so I've got to be a little bit careful in that regard. But as you can see, right, there's the bottom row characters that you can see down the bottom there, going across, and you can't really see the characters too well behind the character select screen. Getting around that sort of stuff would basically be like, you know, shrinking the entire character select screen further into the middle, and then you got room on the sides for the characters. But unfortunately, like when you start to get into massive sizes like this, then you're stuck. But the good news is that there's 5 hidden rows of characters right below. So we'll highlight who's this Cyber Cabal. We go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're back at the top. So there's actually like there's a lot, which is pretty cool, right? And like I said, there was a little bit of well, I actually started recording the video a second time, right? Just then, and there was a little bit of naughty, so hopefully it'll be good. So we got 290 stages in this. Link in the description, of course, to be able to download this. But I do love this. I do love this particular project. It's got a very sort of gothic, dark feel to it, so I'm always sort of drawn to that. I think that's very awesome. And I actually like the UI. So just quickly while watching these characters duke it out, I love the health bars. The skulls at the end are a little bit pixelated, but that's okay. The energy bars or run meters, I'm assuming, is what's there, or their super bar. That looks great. It all looks really good, right? It's got a little bit of that pixelated classic feel to it. And I think that character's Ryuki is overpowered. I think really overpowered. He's doing fatality. There we go. Really classic, like Mortal Kombat explosion fatalities from MK3 and stuff, where you had like multiple rig cages. Oh, there we go. We got John Spartan. Right, John Spartan. Who else can we put with John Spartan? We'll put John Spartan with, I don't know who that is. Some new character. We'll go down the bottom and see what other new characters we can choose from. Ferrican. We've got Hornbuckle. We'll go Hornbuckle. And... I don't know, man. Who we got? Sabrina, maybe? I'm hoping they're not a nudie character. Please be dressed. Okay, that's good. Then I don't have to redo the video. So, the 290 stages, that's crazy. That's a lot. Right. And this is a nutso. The toasty characters that come out this, man. It's like, they've just gone around to their friend group and, hey, do you want to be in a video game? I'm like, yeah, man, what do you want me to do? I'll tell you what, I'll kick you the balls. You'll pull a face, and then I'll just screen cap that, and then we're good, yeah? And then we're like, okay. Right. So I do apologize again that we can't hear anything from the game. It's just, you know what YouTube's like? It's so ridiculous. Weird. Although what I've done actually, I don't know if anyone's on Rumble. I've actually synced up my Fate channel over on Rumble. And so all the videos are slowly but surely sort of moving over, no, not moving over there, like copied over there. So that way, you know, if anyone's over on that platform, they can check it out. I think it's kind of cool to be able to, Prince Pack, it's kind of cool to be able to have that sort of flexibility to reach more of an audience as well. Thundra, and we'll go Baraka. See how we go. Did they just come up saying Black Sabbath? They look like somebody's girlfriend in an ninja outfit. Right? Oh, they're going crazy. Nuts. There we go. This is Baraka's by himself. He's got a blade uppercut. Toasty skull head. That's cool. I like that. The Prince pack looks a little funny. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I mean. Like these backgrounds though. Like a lot of these backgrounds, even though they look a bit, you know, just like absolutely, you know, poo bum crazy, right? Are awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like I wish that like fighting game developers took a lot of risks and just make stuff that was crazy. I don't know if I said it in this video, in the original recording, I've said it before, but I'd love to see, I would love to see, even though you can't make money off Mugen, like you can't make money off Mugen at all, I would love to see, we'll go both Raidens, like a Mugen game of a good quality, you know, like sort of full, oh, it just crashed. It just crashed, but never fear, we'll be back. We'll jump right back into it. It must have been a dodgy character. I'm not redoing the video. I do all this in one take. Like when I say that, I mean like I do the video in one take, unless the video stuffs up, and then I'll do it in, like I'll redo the whole video again in one take. We got Michael J. White down here. I wonder if that's the character he was in, what was it called? Exit Wounds. The bad guy that he played in Exit Wounds. Kano. I won't get those other the other character I got. Who's that? I think it's from Silent Hill. I think it is actually. Got Kira and Kano. There we go. It worked out. Right. There we go. Why is Havoc looking like that? That's a bit wonky. It's a bit wonky. But yeah, man, I'd love to see, you know, a fully up-to-date digitized fighting game, right? With real actors, again, in the modern day, considering what they'd be able to do now. And I'd love to see them take risks with just sort of making stuff that was just crazy, right? And that's a good thing. I guess Mugen really does fill that void. You can see like the second character's health bar actually degrades completely as their health goes down. I think that's a nice touch. I like that. And we don't get a lot of risks in fighting games. You know, a lot of it plays safe. But and I think I've reviewed some, not too many, but over the last few months I've been sort of collecting as many sort of old fighting games as possible, because some of them are like really nuts. Like stuff you just like is like, are you serious? Really? Like, I had no idea that existed. Might I add, as a commercial product that, you know, that people can, you know, used to be able to buy and play. This is like Cyber Cage, AC Current, okay, versus REIKO, Belmont X, and Chameleon MKA. This is stupid, man. Look at this crazy stuff. Right. I love that. I love that lightning move that Raiden does with that. Love that. It's so cool. Right. Love it. So, hang on. I did. I used that in the thumbnail. So, yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about Mugen. They can take risks. They can create all this craziness that you never thought was possible or would be part of like a dream. You know, we always wanted Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, and you know, they've been able to create that in Mugen that obviously with licensing issues and stuff like that, normal game developers can't do. And I don't mean like crossovers. You know, I personally don't like guest characters in fighting games because it takes up a slot of an original character that you could have. But when I say crazy, I just mean like, you know, just have like the most outlandish characters within that universe, and you know, some like really awesome stages that might have a lot of you know, interactivity and stuff like that. Like even if you go back to we'll go Akuma. and Bruce. If you go back to like earlier MK games, you know, where we had, like in the 3D era, we had death traps. We don't get that no more. Everything's too safe, right? I've always had sort of like, I always kind of like this sort of way in my head of like, you know, if you're going to bring out like a massive roster game, biggest roster you can get, you know, so for MK game, it'd be like all the characters in MK universe, all the stages from the MK universe, and then if possible, make all of those Batman, all those stages have some sort of like, you know, death trap, you know, or stage fatality, right? That's what I'd like, personally. Okay, and I think that's why like games like Trilogy and Armageddon really resonate with people, because each one of those was a marker of this is all the MK MK characters up to that point that are all going into a game, right? Same with things like stages and stuff like that. Although in the 3D era, you know, obviously they would have had to convert 2D to 3D. But in Trilogy, even in Trilogy, we did miss out on a couple of stages. And so with Mugen, as I've reviewed on here, some of those Mugen ones that are predominantly Trilogy based have added those missing stages back in, which makes it feel more complete. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.